Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow my business page at Brishari because we'll be dropping our new collection on March 11th. And if y'all already see, I have promoted the yellow bag on my Instagram yesterday, which was today. But yeah, go check that out. But anyway, so let's get straight into this story, y'all. This story is about Rat. I don't know what's going on. I'm so irritated. I was sitting here for the longest trying to figure out my camera settings because I don't know, I messed them up and I can't find none on YouTube, so bear with me. But anyway, hopefully you look good because right now I can't really even tell until I start editing. But anyway, let's get straight into this video. So this is a story time about Rat, y'all, and this one like really got Rat in it because last time, I mean, it did, but it was like, yeah. So anyway, this around the time when she used to, oops, my back, not me kicking the thing. This around the time when she used to always be at my house. So she at my house, we was chilling. She came over, she had a bottle this, well, not a bottle, she had, I don't know what the hell she had, but she used to have these little like cans and they'd take you there. So she had one of those. She came over, we drinking, we listening to music, playing on my pole in my room, just stuff that we always used to do. And then next thing you know, she was like, girl, I need some money. So I'm like, me too. But she like, no, I'm for real. Like, I really need some money. Like, girl, I'm down bad. I'm broke and dangerous right now. Like, not broke and dangerous from my Vegas story time, but that's literally just a thing people used to be always say. They used to be like, this boy I know, he used to always be like, I'm broke and dangerous right now, y'all. Y'all better stay away from me. And he's like, what the fuck? But at least he gave us a warning. But yeah, so she was like, she's broke right now. She needs some money. Like, she ain't doing good. And I'm like, oh, okay, I feel her. At this point, she had wanted to move because where she was staying at, they used to, like, she used to get kicked out a lot. So I'll let her come spend the night and stuff like that. But like, you know, it's only too much of that could go on. So anyway, so she was just like, yeah, like she needs some money or whatever. So I'm like, okay, like, well, what you thinking? Because mind you, I'm telling her about jobs and stuff, but she's like, I'm not really trying to work or whatever. At this time, I wasn't working either. So she was like, I need something quick, like by tomorrow. So she ended up hitting up her cousin. She's like, oh, I know my cousin be boosting or whatever. I know y'all probably like, damn, everybody does it. But yeah, anyway. So she like her cousin be boosting. She was like that she gonna hit her up and see if she need help. Because basically sometimes she'll go help her cousin. Her cousin would give her a percentage of it. So she gonna ask her if she need help. And mind you, she knew what she was doing by telling me because her cousin ain't had no motherfucking car. So basically this is where I come in. So she was like, you trying to make some money? Like, I'll give you some money or whatever. And I was like, sure, whatever. Like, I ain't really had shit else to do. I wasn't working around that time. I had man problems. I had nothing else to do. So she hit her cousin up and her cousin told her like tomorrow she had a whole little day planned. Like, she was like, oh, that's cool, you know, because she had one person that she was gonna do something for, but she was like, she really didn't know how she was gonna do it. And then she was like, and then she's more people she could like really hit up and see what they need, but you know, she ain't had no ride. So Rat telling her like, oh, Symone got a car, like this, that, and the third. This is not the same cousin from the hotel party. This is a whole different cousin. And I don't know if I should give her a name because she comes up sometimes, so maybe I should name her. Let's just name her Lauren. So anyway, so she was like, yeah, Lauren, like when I first met Lauren did not like me. So this would probably have been like my third. Okay, so yeah, so she told me like, yeah, tomorrow can I take her? So Lauren wasn't a booster that went and got clothes. She was one that got like hygiene stuff, groceries, whatever you need like that. So, oh, excuse me. So she like, yeah, can you take her tomorrow or whatever? So the next day roll over, we go pick up her cousin or whatever, and we go and buy the store. So at this point, she only had like 3 people, but since she was going in and doing it, and she was like, do you got anything to do? Like, you know, I'm gonna give you gas, I'm gonna buy you something to eat. People love to say I'm gonna give you gas and buy you something to eat. Girl, I have my grandparents' gas card, okay? And they feed me too if I need them to. But anyway, but I ain't had nothing to do, so I really didn't care. So she was like, do you have something to do today? So I'm like, nah. So she posting it on Instagram like, oh, I'm doing orders today, what y'all need, da 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 da. So more people was hitting her up. So long story short, she getting more people, right? So she still wasn't satisfied. The cousin, she needed money too. She wasn't satisfied. Mind you, the cousin never told Rat, Lauren never told Rat how much money she was gonna give her. She just said she'll give her a percentage, and I guess that's how she always do it. But a lot of times she'll break her off something cool. Obviously, that's why she doing it with her. So the cousin was like, she still needs some more orders, because she was like, yeah, this ain't enough for what she needed money for too. So she was like still trying to hit people up. So she ended up hitting up this one girl, but the girl wasn't replying. So she like, hey, I know this girl that lived like around the corner over here in these apartments. She was like, can you take me by over there? I'm about to go to her house and see like what she need, because she be always asking me if I want to, you know, like when I'm doing orders and getting shit like that. So we go over there. She went to go talk to the girl, whatever. She come back outside and she like, okay, cool. The girl said she need diapers. The girl, she just had 2 twins and it was probably like 2-3 months. So she needed diapers, she needed some Similac, and she needed wipes. Like she just needed like a lot of little stuff. She was like, we could get some body wash, like the baby body wash and stuff like that. And she was like, but her neighbor had a baby too and she needed some pull-ups. So she was like, okay, so get this size and stuff like that. So she like, all right, I got you. So I'm like, where do you want me to go? Mind you, the store that we went to, it was like literally like around the corner from where the girl lived. However, we went to this store earlier. She said this is her store. This is where she goes. She hit at this store all the time. But we went to this store earlier and I just think that's weird. I don't know. I'm not a booster and I'm not even in the store with them. I'm literally outside. I'm not parked in the front on the break waiting for them to run out. No, that ain't how it's working either. Like I'm parked off to the side. Even though like honestly, if they have cameras in the shopping center, then my car is on the camera. But like, yeah, I wasn't thinking that deep. So anyway, so I still was thinking like, this don't seem right to be hitting the same store twice in one day and you was just here, you know. And she was just like, so Rat like, dang girl, you want to go back to that store? She was like, yeah, because this is the store that I know like we'll be good at. Mind you, y'all already know in the hood they got diapers locked away. So she like, yeah, the diapers right here, they was on an aisle, like versus this other store. She was like, where all the baby stuff was in the front. She was like, they in the aisle. She was like, so I could put them in my cart and then, you know, do my thing, walk around for a little bit, versus they gonna be in the front and they gonna get it at the register and then you know, like it ain't gonna work out. So she was like, yeah, I want to go back there. So Rat like, all right, cool. I think they was watching us though. Like I think they was on us. So she like, bitch, if you gonna be paranoid, then you should never came. Like you should never have me do this, because you know this is what I do. I need my money. So she's like, all right, I'm just saying or whatever. Like it's a little tough because we get in diapers and baby stuff now. Like that shit locked away. So we pull back up. I pull in the parking spot. I'm nowhere near the door. She was like, all right, I'm gonna come out, you know, whatever, do my thing, whatever, blah, 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 baka, all that good stuff. So they go out, right? I'm just looking, car's still running, because I'm like, just in case we need to drive off. And I don't know why I used to put myself in dumb shit like that, bro, because my car got impounded for these folks. Anyway, so yeah, they go in the store. They in there for a cool minute, but of course, because they gotta get everything they need, they gotta play it off. I don't know, because I'm not in there like I said. So next thing you know, time go by, it's probably like a good 10-15 minutes. I see Lauren running out the store. Well, not running out the store at all, but she's walking, like power walking out the store with a basket full of shit. Like not too much full of shit, but like full of a whole bunch of stuff, like the stuff that she needs. So I'm like, this a bold bitch. I'm like, bro, don't go straight to my car. Mind you, the workers, they coming out behind her and they like pointing, and you can see like they got the phone to their ear and they pointing and shit like that. So I'm like, oh no, don't come to this car. I'm just stressed the fuck out. But mind you, I'm not like parked nowhere near the front, no way. So I see them walking towards, but they never, when she got past a certain part out the store, they didn't follow her. Like she just kept pushing the basket and she like hurrying up and they like calling or whatever. Mind you, the difference between Lauren and Rat, Lauren looked like she would beat your motherfucking ass. Rat just gives like, not saying that Rat don't give, I don't know, she didn't give what Lauren gave. So that's why I feel like why the workers probably wasn't playing with her like that. Like they probably was like, But at the same time, I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, where's Rat at? So the cousin, she ended up coming out. She did her little 1-2 zigzag. Mind you, I'm parked behind a whole bunch of stuff. She ended up coming to the car. She put the stuff in the car. My car is tinted the fuck up. So she hurried up, threw the stuff up in the car, and she got in the car. So I'm like, she like, we need to leave from right here. We need to leave from right here. So I'm like, where's Rat? She was like, man, that stupid ass bitch. Oh my gosh, she gonna get me fucking caught up. Like, I'm so irritated. So I'm like, where's she at? She like, we just need to move from right here. So I'm like, you gotta move the car. You gotta move from right here. So I'm like, I'm not about to leave her. Cause it's like, I know you through her. And when I first met you, you didn't even like me. Like, so, well, that's a whole nother story time. I don't even know if I'm gonna tell that story time, because then they start getting into the details and it's like, anyway, so yeah. So I'm thinking like, either way go, Red is still my friend. So I'm like, I'm not about to leave her. Like, I can't leave her. She's like, no, we're not gonna leave her. We just need to move from this parking spot. Mind you, they didn't see her come to my car or whatever like that. Cause after she walked off so far, like they was like looking and pointing and shit like that. And then I probably talking to whoever they talked to, giving the description, and then went back in the store. Cause clearly they probably like, oh, we got your homegirl, bitch. We got your friend. So she she ended up, so I'm like, dang, so we move over a little bit. I just moved the car. We could still kind of see an ice view. Like I said, windows tinted so they can't see shit up in the car. So, I'm like, dang. She was like, yeah, we're gonna give it a little bit of time. She was like, if not, then Rat probably went to jail. So I'm like, went to jail? What happened? Like, what happened in there? What went left? She's like, Rat is so fucking stupid. Like, I told her to just come on. Like, I told her to come on. So basically, when they went inside the store, one of the workers, well, when they first went in the store, they found a worker. They had the worker go open up the glass, so they got the stuff out that they needed, and then they got the other stuff that wasn't locked away, right? So when they was about to leave, they was walking through the store and just like, cause she was stuffing some stuff in her bag or whatever like that, but she had so much stuff, she like, damn, like I told Rat, we're gonna do a walkout with these baskets because we have so much stuff, we can't stuff all of this shit. You know, they got Huggy diapers, Huggy packs, like them is big boxes. She like, we can't stuff all this stuff. So I'm telling her, we just gonna do a walkout. So when they walking through the store, like, you know, just kind of like browsing and fake looking at stuff, she was like, I'm telling Rat, and Rat like, girl, we can't do that, we can't do that. I could try to stuff, or I could try to put some stuff in and come back. And she like, no, we not about to do no go and come back. Like, we not gonna do that. Like, I'm telling her, we gonna just push these carts out and walk the fuck out. She was like, so Rat trying to like explain to her, she said, so when they finally got like kind of to the front, but like not by the door, one of the girls was like, excuse me, like, no, I seen them earlier, like basically telling the manager or whatever, like she seen them earlier, they was up in here on some bullshit. And so she was like, I told Rat, I said, let's go. And she said, and Rat talking about, so wait, she said, so I pushed my shit out and I left because what the fuck, they ain't finna touch me, like da. So I'm like, if Rat wasn't built for this life, why would she do this? Why would she do this? Because why would you go in there knowing that you're not ready when shit gonna go left? Like, you gotta be ready for all of that. I ain't built for it. That's why I ain't up in the stuff. So anyway, so Rat didn't do what she was supposed to do. So she like, yeah, we're gonna wait a little while. If we end up seeing the police pull up, then it's just pointless because then Rat's going to jail, obviously. So I'm like, Rat gonna go to jail? So she like, yeah. So I'm thinking like, damn. At that point, it's like, what could we do? Meet her on the other side? I mean, not meet her in there. Like, we see her when she come out. I ain't gonna bail her out, and clearly because I ain't got no money, I didn't even get my gas for the day. Not like that. Let me stop. Okay, so anyway, we waiting, probably like a good 5 minutes come by, and we hear somebody screaming. I hear screaming, so I hurry up and I like turn because it should scare me. All I hear is like, stop, let me go. So I look. Why is Rat trying to get away from the security guard? He grabbing her, he got a hold on her, so she trying to run away from the security guard or whatever. She got one box of Huggies in her hand, and she like, he grabbing her, she just yanking away. She like, stop, like trying to get out the store. And you can hear the people, and then it's people that's going into the store. Some people trying to be good Samaritan, like trying to block her, like you ain't going nowhere. I'm like, bro, y'all be doing the most. So she like, what the fuck? There she go right there. Where she go right there? She was like, oh, I can't even go help her. She was like, because that's gonna put me in something. She like, I can't even go over there and try to fight them. And I'm thinking like, shit get real. So she like, yeah, so damn, like she just like, fuck. So Rat like trying to wiggle away from him, and I'm just like, oh my god, I feel so bad, I don't know what to do. And next thing you know, Rat took the Huggies box and bopped the security guard upside the head with it. And when she hit him with it, he let her go because he tried to square up with her, like he was finna, like he swung like he was finna hit her. But she ended up running, like she ducked and she ran, but she's still screaming, like she's screaming while she ran. I'm thinking like, damn, draw attention to yourself, dumbass. So she running, and she didn't even run towards where the car was at previously. She ran literally a whole opposite way and ran straight up out that shopping center. Like she just ran and kept running, like runaway love. Like she got on. So anyway, like I said, her dumb ass is running out the parking lot still screaming. So I'm like, damn. So we sitting there for a cool minute because even though it's a very, very active parking lot, it's a lot of stuff in that parking lot. It's big as fuck. And we was not parked by the door, no way. But I'm just like, I don't want to like pull off right now because I be just overthinking stuff. So I'm like, I don't want to pull off like right now, and then they assume it's me, even though it's so many people coming in and out this parking lot, like literally all the time. I don't even want to say where it's at, but if I said where it's at, it's gonna be like, girl, you're paranoid as fuck. They wouldn't have even thought it was you. People coming in and out all the time. So I'm like, all right. So we end up sitting, and the cousin not saying nothing. She was like, damn, this thing she got away. So she laughed, and she was like, but man, that stupid bitch. Because mind you, when she hit the security guard upside the head with the Huggies box, she dropped them. And mind you, the cousin said she had a basket full of stuff, so she irritated. She like laughed about it, but then she was irritated. She was like, that bitch fucked up my whole play. Mind you, she had a basket full of stuff for the girl who had the baby, to the two twins, the newborns, and Rat had the basket for the girl who needed the stuff with the Huggies and stuff. So she ain't even got the basket. Like, she fucked up my whole plate. Like, girl, you wanted her to run out the store with the whole basket, and she damn near fighting for her life. So I'm just thinking like, I don't know. So I was like, all right, let's go find her. So we end up pulling off or whatever. Like I said, we sat there for like a good 2 minutes. We pulled off. She's not on the street that street that you come out on. So it's like a street you could turn down, and it's a residential right there. So I'm like, let me go look down here. So we driving past. I'm driving. I don't see her. We went down the other way. I don't see her. So some told me like, let's turn back around and drive a little slow and just call her name out. So we driving a little slow and we like, rat, rat. We got the windows down. We like, rat, rat, just calling her name. Mind you, we're not screaming rat. We're screaming her name. Next thing you know, I'm looking. I'm like, wait, I think I see her. I see somebody getting up from behind a car. Y'all, while she was laying in somebody's driveway behind a car, like you couldn't sit there. Like and mind you, she has a phone. I don't know why she didn't call us. She laying there behind a driveway behind somebody's car. She get up and she crying. She come to the car. She hurry up and run to the car. So when she hurried up and hopped in or whatever, she hopped in the back seat because the cousin's in the front seat at this point. So she hurried up and hopped in and she was just crying. And she was just like, man, we almost went to jail. We almost went to jail. So she like, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You fucked my play up. Like, you fucked my shit. Ooh, let me stop cussing much. She like, you fucked my shit up. Because you were supposed to get that. Do you know how much money I'm about to miss out on from getting all of her stuff or whatever like that? She was like, man, but you still got the other stuff. We go to a different store. We go to a different store. She's like, and then you dropped one box. We could at least got some money off of that one box. Mind you, she's still going to get money off of this order. Just not everything on there because, yeah. So she like, yeah, you dropped the box. You like, da-da-da-da. You fucking up. I told you to just come out. So Rat just like, I wasn't thinking like that. Like, you didn't understand they was on it. She's like, they didn't do shit to me. Like, they didn't even try to touch me. They didn't even grab me. She's like, yeah, but the security guard was already on me or whatever. She's like, if you would have just listened to what I said and walked out, you would have been good. So Rat just sitting back there and she's just like, all I hear is sniffling, and she ain't doing that booger sugar. She is crying. So I'm just sitting there like, well, not sitting there. I'm driving because we headed back to old girl house. So I'm just thinking like, dang. That's probably where Rat was going to run to, but I don't know why she laid in the driveway. Maybe she thought just in case to kill time before she walked. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't call us. She had her phone. So anyway, we pull up to old girl apartments or whatever, and she was like, I'm about to get out. Like, I'll be right back. Like, I'll be right back. So she's like, you need help with the stuff? She's like, no, I'm good. I got it. Like, you didn't help me get the shit out the store anyway. Like, I'm good. So she ended up going in the store. Going inside the apartment. So I'm talking to Rat. I'm like, you good? Rat ended up getting in front seat. She's like, I'm good. She's like, but I could have went to jail. Like, I'm not about to be going to jail. Like, who the fuck gonna help me with my kids? Like, you know, like all this other stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, that's some deep shit right there. That's deep. So she like, man, I'm so mad because I don't know how much she finna give me now. Like, she probably gonna play. I'm like, but you helped her with all the other orders today. Like, you helped her with a lot of orders. She's like, yeah, but like she get mad. Like, if an order like some get messed up, like she'll get mad. So I'm just thinking like, well, I mean, you can compensate for this stuff. I don't know what to say because it's like, what I'm supposed to say, girl, no, I'm gonna take you to another one and I'm gonna go in there with you because no, I'm not. The fuck. So anyway, the girl, she finally ended up coming back like downstairs and came back in the car or whatever. So she was like, yeah, I'm done for today. Like, I'm done for today. And Rat was like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, Rat just kept pressing, like, I'm just ready to go home. Like, I'm messed up right now in the head. I'm ready to go. So she was like, all right. So she was like, okay, so how much you gonna give me? That's what Rat had asked her cousin or whatever. So she was just like, man, you messed up the play. Like, it was so much other money that I was supposed to get. And she was like, and I forgot what she said she needed the money for. She was like, I need this money for such and such. She was like, but you messed it up, so don't expect all that you was gonna get. She was like, yeah, it's cool. I know I'm not gonna get money from that last one. She was like, but you know, I helped with the other ones. So let's say if the cousin made like $350, let's say if she made like $350 that day. I don't know how much she made, but I know this is very like this. So like, let's say she made like $350 off of the orders because she did some grocery store orders. You know, she was getting big oxtails, all that. So let's say she made $350 off of all them orders that she did today. She gave Rat, I remember how much she gave Rat. I don't know the exact amount she made, but she gave Rat $40. Yes, a 40 piece, a 40 shorty. She gave Rat $40. Mind you, she made like some hundreds. I don't know exactly. Like I said, I know it wasn't one or two. It was like three, probably was like either between 3 or 5. But she gave Rat $40. So Rat was like, $40? And she was like, yeah, that's all you're gonna get, because I was supposed to get way more than that. Mind you, the little order that messed up, I'm pretty sure you're selling this stuff for half off. So yeah, you're gonna get some money, but you're not, the girl who had the newborns is who got the most stuff. So yeah, you was gonna get some more money, but it didn't really throw you off too much. I mean, but again, I don't know what she needed the money for, so I can't really say. But like, $40? She helped you with all these other ones today and you giving her $40 is wow. So Rat was like, yeah, I'm just ready to go Symone. Like, can you drop me off at home since we closer by my house or whatever? So I was like, all right, I'll take you or whatever. So I ended up dropping her off at home. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit you. Like, thanks, cousin. Like, you know, I guess we'll do it another time. The cousin like, yeah, we'll see. Cause like, girl, you da-da-da-da-da, right? So I ended up taking the cousin home. Me and the cousin, we had an actual heart-to-heart that day in the car. I'm not gonna speak on what it was about because, like, again, everything is not meant to be said, but like, we actually had a deep ass conversation about some shit to where I was like, damn, now I see why, like, kind of a lot the way you are type shit. But yeah, anyway, so Rat had told me, like, when I dropped her cousin off to call her to let her know when I not made it home, but let her know when her cousin got the car. And I'm thinking like maybe she want to vent, talk shit about what happened or whatever, but it slipped my mind. I be in my own zone. I'm driving down the street listening to music that came out years ago. So next thing you know, Rat ended up calling me and I'm like, damn, I forgot all about her. So I answer, I'm like, hey girl, like, what's up, you good? Like, you okay now? She was like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, did you drop my cousin off at home or whatever? Like, did y'all make it? So I'm like, yeah, like, I already dropped her off. I'm about to be on my way back home or whatever. So she was like, can you come get me? So I might come get you. She was like, yeah, can you come pick me back up? I'm like, girl, I thought she was ready to go home. Because the way she was putting it on thick, like, I'm just ready to go home. I'm just tired. Like, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go home. My son is about to get dropped off. Like, I'm ready to go. So I'm like, I thought you was just so ready to go home. She was like, girl, no, I just didn't want to hang out with my cousin no more. She was like, but as I promised you, Symone, like, I promised you I was going to get you some gas and I was going to feed you today. Girl, I already ate. So I already got gas in the car. I'm just doing this because I ain't got shit else to do. You know when you just young and dumb, you just do stuff because it's Tuesday. Let me stop, because a lot of people be like, no, I don't know. But that was me. It would be like, I'm outside. So yeah, so she was like, yeah, I got another play. She was like, but I don't want to put my cousin onto it because she really just played me with that $40. So she was like, I got another little money play. She was like, and this time, Symone, we finna eat. Like, we finna eat, big eat. So I'm thinking like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna go get her. Like, I ain't got shit else to do. Like I said, I'm gonna just go home and not do shit or find somebody else to hang with. Like, I literally, you know, the day is still young. So I ended up going to pick her up and she was like, okay, so Symone, I don't know if you noticed or not. Mind you, I don't be understanding when somebody say, I don't know if you noticed or not, when it's like, I do notice when you told me to. Everybody knows this in LA. Like, literally everybody knows this. You're well known around the city and everybody knows this. So she was like, I don't know if you noticed or not, but like nobody really knows this. And I'm just thinking like, what this girl finna say? Said some shit everybody fucking know. That's just like, I don't know, I can't think of an example right now. But she's like, I don't know if you noticed or not. She's like, you probably don't, because like a lot of people, I don't be putting people in my business. She was like, but I used to, so basically, I think I told y'all this before. She used to walk the blade for her baby daddy. So, well, one of them. So I was like, girl, y'all knew that. Everybody know that. So she was like, for real? I was like, yeah. So I'm like, where you getting at with this though? Because you said we finna eat. And baby, I'm not finna go on these streets with you. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not judging your lifestyle, but if you want me to drop you off, I can drop you off. You can call me back in like a few hours, I can pick you up. But I ain't finna be out there sitting with you all day. I'm sorry, I'm not a pee. If somebody tried to do something to you, I cannot save you. This is not the life that I chose. So she like, so I'm like, yeah, what are you telling me this for? Like, where are you getting at with this? So she was like, I had a regular or whatever. She was like, but she was like, he used to cash me out. Like, he was such, like, he was cool or whatever. She was like, but when she had got pregnant with her son, her baby daddy basically was like, because her and her baby daddy, at this point, she had 3 kids, right? So she had 1 by somebody else and then 2 by the baby daddy who was at that room that night, and the one, yeah, she had 2 by him. She was like, yeah, my baby daddy, when she got pregnant with the last baby, she was like, he didn't want her doing that no more. Like, she was like, he didn't want her doing that no more, like, until she had the baby. So she was like that she basically was still doing it on the low, because her baby daddy, one thing about him, he gonna fuck with whoever getting him some money. So even though he told her he didn't want her doing that while she was pregnant, that mean he was gonna sit down with her. He was gonna go be with whoever, and like, he wasn't gonna take care of her neither. But I don't know, it's like she really wanted him in her corner so bad, so she would try to like get money some type of way. So she was like, basically, long story short, she was still sneaking to go be with the regular dude. Like, she wasn't outside on the streets though, but she was still sneaking to be with the regular. She was like, but she would, you know, still be like taking care of her baby daddy and shit. But like, he found out and he ended up coming because he knew where the dude lived at. He came there, he did some things, and he robbed dude. Like, he took from him. So she was like, yeah, and she ain't heard from him since. Mind you, at this point, her son is 2. So she like, yeah, I ain't heard from him since, but like, I miss him. Like, he was really like, I dealt with him. She was saying like she dealt with him for like 4 years and shit like that. So she was like, I don't remember exactly where he lived at, but I kind of remember where he lived at. So she was like, can you drive down this street? And then I'll remember, like, you know, there's just like a kind of, and we just drive down a few streets just so I could remember, because I really want to go to his house and like reconnect with him. So I'm just thinking like, this bitch ain't got no real money play. This man could have moved. After your baby daddy done just ran up in his house, he could have left. I'm just like, whatever. Again, ain't got nothing to do. So anyway, we driving and she was like, turn down this street, turn down the street. We turn down the street, she looking, she like, no. Did this look like the house? Symone, you think that girl, I don't fucking know. So then she like, all right. So we end up finally going, we get to one street. She was like, this the house. Mind you, it was the houses where she was like, this is the house. I think this is the house. And she was like, okay, I'm finna go. And then mind you, she did this to 3 houses. None of these 3 houses look nothing alike. So I'm just thinking at this 3rd house, are you sure this the house? Mind you, it's not like I'm getting out the car anyway. So yeah, I'm like, you sure this house? She like, yeah, pull in the driveway. And I don't even like doing that. She like, I'm for sure. You pull in the driveway. So I pull in the driveway. She ended up getting out the car. Mind you, the driveway is really close by the door. So I got the car off or whatever. Windows is down because it's hot as fuck. It's summertime. And yeah, like, yeah. So she goes to the door and a girl answered the door. Mind you, the girl looked around our age or whatever. The girl answered the door and she was like, yeah. Like, you know, like, how can I help you? So she was like, is such and such here? That's what Rat asked the girl. And the girl was like, no. And she was like, oh, okay. And the girl was like, how can I help you? And she like, oh, I'm looking for such and such. And she was like, what do you need? Like, what do you need from him? And she was just like, got quiet. And then she turned around and looked at me. Mind you, I got the window down, even though my windows is super tinted, but I got the window down and I'm kind of like being nosy. I'm just like looking out the window, like leaning out, like, what's going on? Yo, I don't know why. So she like look at me and I'm thinking like, girl, what is you looking at me for? I don't even know nothing. What you want me to come up scream something back? Claim you're here to do his taxes. Like, what do you want me to say? So she looked at me and then she turned around and the girl was like, how can I help you? Like, you know, she like, oh, well, he was expecting me, like, I'm his friend, and I was just coming by to see if he was okay. Like, I haven't heard from him. So she was like, was he expecting you, or was you coming to see if he was okay? So she was like, well, I was coming to check on him because I haven't heard from him. So she was like, oh, my dad is fine, and I don't think he has friends your age, so he's okay. Like, he's fine. Like, you could go. He's fine. So she was like, okay, so he still lives here? And she's like, my dad is fine. Like, he's okay. Like, basically, bitch, you could go. So she was like, okay, yeah, like, I'm one of his friends. She was like, yeah, no, he doesn't have no friends your age. Girl, you don't know what your daddy be doing. So she like, yeah, he's fine. She's like, okay, well, can you let him know I came by or whatever? Like, you know, and I'll just come back another time. Do you know he come back? She was like, no, but I'll let him know you came by. I'm just like, oh. She know her daddy be paying for some coochie. She ain't want him doing that no more, obviously. So she was like, okay, I'll let him know. Like, I'll let him know, but I don't know when he's coming back, but I'll let him know. So she was like, okay, like, thank you. So she walking back to the car. When she walking back to the car, a car pulls up in the driveway next to my car. So Rat start going over to the car because obviously it's him in the car. She going over to the car. So the girl start walking out the door, walking out the house fast. And she was like, I'll let him know you came by. He's fine. Like, he's fine. You could go. Like, y'all could leave. And the girl, and I'm thinking like, ooh, this is embarrassing. Hopefully this girl don't watch my videos because, girl, if so, I'm so sorry that I took my friend by your daddy's house so she could get her trick back. I'm so sorry. So anyway, so yeah, so she talking to the guy or whatever, and I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but basically he kind of did brush her off though. She gave him his number and she's like, yeah, just give me a call. Like, you know, I just want to make sure he was okay. Just give me a call or whatever. But he did kind of like brush her off, and she got in the car. She was like, do you think like he gonna fuck with me? Like, you think he gonna actually call? I'm like, girl, I don't know. I couldn't even really hear what he was saying to you. She was like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm like, probably his daughter might delete that shit off his phone. Like, I don't know if it's gonna happen or whatever. So we end up leaving. So she's like, damn, fuck, I really was hoping. I don't know why she thought that she was finna come to this man's house. He was gonna be there and she was gonna say, let's fuck, and you pay me. I ain't seen you in 2 years. Last time I seen you, my baby daddy done ran up in here and took why did she think this? Like, I'm really sitting here thinking like, yeah, you down bad and you on some bullshit, because you didn't say, hey, let's go sell blood or something. I don't know, like something, I don't know. This just didn't make no sense to me. She would have been better off talking about some, girl, I'm gonna go make a pie in my house and let's go sell it on Crenshaw. Something. I don't know. It just, this was just interesting. So she was like, okay, I got one more money plot. So I'm sitting here thinking like, girl, what is this one? we finna go find somebody else you done knew from your past and expect him to give you money. Like, what is this one? So she was like, she was like, we could actually make some money. She was like, but this one, I'm gonna need you too, Symone. Like, I'm gonna need you to help me. So I said, girl, what did you plan on doing? Like, cause bitch, stop playing with me. I'm like, what did you plan on doing? She was like, no, it's cool, it's cool. She was like, my cousin, like, he be cashing out, girl. Like, he cashed the fuck out. So I was like, oh, okay. So she's like, yeah, he be cashing out. So I'm like, what is he like? Can you give more details? So she was like, so basically she was like, all we gotta do, like, we just chill with him. He like, when we chill with him or whatever, she like, just chill with him, get drunk. She was like, and if we dance for him, he gonna throw money. So I'm like, what? Like, she was like, no, not like that. Like, you ain't gotta take no clothes off or nothing like that. She was like, me and my friends do it all the time. So I was like, who is this person again? She was like, my cousin. Y'all, yeah, I'm thinking what y'all thinking. So I'm like, what? So she like, yeah, all we have to do, like, she's like, nothing like that. She was like, you know, he just be lit, life of the party, you know, lit or whatever like that. And her cousin did music at this time. Y'all, people be some interesting family. She was like, yeah, he just be lit, like, life of the party. She's like, we just gotta go, you know, if we all just lit, dance, like twerking and stuff, you know, listen to music in our own world, he's gonna start throwing money. Like, nothing weird. It's like nothing weird. So I'm like, yeah, it's nothing weird if he wasn't your cousin. But I'm just like, okay, this don't sound too bad though, y'all. I'm like, okay. So you said we ain't gotta do nothing else, like nothing little strange for change. She's like, girl, that's my cousin. What the fuck? You're okay. My cousin don't just, like, I don't throw ass for my cousins, like, you know. And if I did, I doubt they would start watching and throwing money at me. But like, you know, like you said, it's not weird. It's your cousin, whatever. So anyway, I'm like, all right, whatever. So we get back to my house. She hitting her cousin up. She see what he on. He like, he at the studio, but when he done, he gonna hit us or whatever. So she was like, yeah, he could probably come up over here. So I'm like, no, he can't. Like, bitch, how you just offering at my grandma's house for your cousin to come up over here, watch us shake some ass and throw some cash? Bitch, this ain't what's gonna happen. So she was like, damn, where could we go? Like, okay, I'm gonna ask him if we could go to his house. She was like, he could pick us up. Mind you, big mistake, because I should have drove my own car. I know better. But anyway, he ended up, when he was done at the studio, he ended up coming to pick us up. He acting real standoffish too. Like, he like real standoffish, but he want to drive us around his hood and all that. Mind you, at this point it's nighttime, right? So we driving around, we pulling up on people. We end up going to this one house, and we in the house, and he just like, yeah, like trying to act like he doing money plays. This is why I'm like peeping him, and I'm like, he kept pulling out a wad of cash. So I'm thinking like, okay, that's the money he gonna throw on us, but don't come spending it nowhere, cause this our money. Even though it wasn't like set in stone, she just said he did this. So I'm like, let's see, cause her money plots be kind of way off. I don't know why I was doing this, but either way it goes, yeah. So we going to different places. I think he really just wanted to show like he was with females or whatever. I don't know. It was kind of given that because we was going to places and it was like pointless. So he asking her, he like, yeah, you she was like, just say you smoke, because if you say you smoke, she like, while he's sober, she like, when he drunk, he's like real friendly. She was like, but when he's sober, he ain't gonna do too much for me. She was like, but say you smoke, so he gonna buy some, because she was like, he don't smoke. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So he was like, y'all smoke or whatever, like you smoke or whatever. So I'm like, yeah. So we ended up going somewhere so he could buy some tree. He bought a bottle. We ended up going to his homie house. I don't know why we didn't go to his house. Well, I do know why. He was like, he didn't know me well enough to be taking me to his house. Okay, the fuck. So mind you, at this point, I'm already irritated that I'm not in my car, because I'm like, I'm just thinking like, if this don't go the way that she said it's supposed to go, I'm gonna be ready to leave. So damn, I should have drove my car. But at the same time, I'm like, I already know the nail cycle is a skip, jump, hop away. He's gonna come, as long as he ain't got weird stuff going on. But yeah, something like, okay, I'll be able to find somebody to take me back to my car if this don't work. Like, if this just some bullshit, like I don't want to be here. So I end up going to we go up over there. We at his homeboy house. I don't know where his homeboy was at. We seen him once and like he disappeared. Maybe he was in another room or something, sleep, but he never came back out, and he didn't leave the house. But it was real quiet, so maybe he was asleep. So we in there, the cousin kind of being real standoffish and shit like that. He just like, yeah, so where you grew up around, like around where we picked you up from, like just asking me questions and being just like, he seemed mean as fuck. So I'm thinking like, girl, I don't know, like this ain't finna work out. So then she like, it's quiet up in here, like let's put some music on. So she's smoking and stuff like that. I'm fake hitting it with her just so it could look good or whatever. I fake hit it probably like 3 times and was like, I'm good. And I'm doing 3 and putting up 4. And I'm like, I'm good here. So she basically just hitting it, whatever. So we pop open a bottle. He ordered some pizza and we just like drinking. She's like, it's too quiet up in here. Let's turn some music on. So she turned the music on or whatever, right? So we just singing and stuff like that. She started off with like some slow songs. We singing. The more he getting drunk, he getting up. He starts singing and stuff too. He putting his arm around us with the bottle. He's singing and stuff. So she like, look at me. I hate when people obviously nudge you in front of people because it's like, bro, I know. Like, stop. You don't have to remind me. I'm going to follow your suit. Like, when you start twerking, I'm going to twerk. Y'all, this is no judgment zone. I be real transparent with y'all. So, anyway, we sing and stuff. He loosening up. He's not being like just a mean person no more. So, next thing you know, like, she was like, oh, let's turn something else on. So, she ended up playing, I can't think of it. That Joe Moses song though. She played, it was this Joe Moses song. She played that. I think it was That Pussy Wet, huh? I got next, huh? So she played that. So she over here, she fucking it up. She dancing, right? So this is when things got a little weird. So she dancing, she fucking it up. I'm over here, I'm like, hey, like slapping her butt. And then I start dancing too. So he like, okay, I see y'all. Like, you know, I see y'all. So I'm just thinking like, where's the dinero? Like, we ain't gonna start throwing that stack, big bro. So he like, okay, I see y'all. So he start drinking or whatever. He just drinking, turn up the bottle more. He was like, you need some more up in your cup. You need some more up in your cup. Mind you, I'm faded too, because this is why I'm not thinking. Back then, I didn't think about germs or nothing like that. Like, I didn't, because he had his mouth on the bottle and I didn't think nothing of it. Shit, I'm just like, yeah, pour some more in my cup. So I'm just like drinking a little bit more. You know, we dancing, we turned up. He didn't throw no money on this song. But like another song come on. So we dancing. Next thing you know, mind y'all, I told y'all she liked to twerk in her drawers. She had a skirt on. She lift that motherfucker up. She twerking in a thong. So I'm thinking like, y'all, she doing a little much. She doing a little much. But it's to be her coos out. So she dancing or whatever, right? So he over there, he start kind of getting up behind her, like dancing. So y'all know that fucking face Tyrese did in Baby Boy when P was doing Lord knows what to them people because we couldn't see it. We don't know if he was still whooping them. We don't know what was going on because we couldn't see it because he was something crazy going on. So my face kind of getting like that. But at the same time, I'm drunk too. So I be just so smiley. So, but I'm still at the same time like, what the hell, he didn't get too close up behind her though, but he was behind her, like, you know how boys be like come behind, so he like, hey, with the bottle or whatever, so he like, drink some more of this shit, drink some more of this shit, and I was just like, okay, I'm in my own world, but he not sending it to me, he'll send it to her, so I'm in my own world, I'm just dancing, next thing you know, I see the WAP come out, so I'm like, okay, we in a kick it, right, you know, so he started throwing a little money, he like, okay, all right, but he throwing it on her, so I'm thinking like, what am I here for? Like, but either way it go, we was gonna split this bag, bitch. We split this both our bag. But anyway, he throwing it on her. So the next thing you know, he come over there by where I'm at and he started throwing some money to her or whatever like that. But at this point, I wasn't like twerking. I was dancing, but I was like, I had my cup, I'm drinking my cup, so I'm just kind of like, you know, feeling the music or whatever. So he started throwing some money, like, and it's kind of irritating me because this nigga is like throwing it in my face like this, and I'm just drinking my cup. So I'm like, y'all, when I think back on stuff, I be like kind of irritated like the next day I was, but like I'm drunk, so it's not really bothering me. I'm just money falling on my face, like yeah, like just picking it off, fall it on the ground, not trying to be too thirsty with some of it, like put it in my pocket. But either way it go, because you can't pick this money up, sir. This ours. Once it hit that flow, no, once you threw it in the air, it was ours. So not us acting like we the dancers and shit, but yeah. So he throwing the money or whatever. So I noticed when he all up in my face or whatever like that, and we just like dancing and we kind of rapping a song, like she started doing the most. At this point, she is doing the most. Like she literally like bent over, twerking. She coming up over there and she started like dancing on me. But like he's so close to me, throwing his money in my fucking face. He's so close to me that when she's dancing, like her ass is damn near on both of our legs because he's so close to me. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, like, all right, I start dancing behind her like a boy do. So when I start dancing behind her, why her cousin gonna come behind me like push my head back like this is a sandwich train, and he started dancing. So I'm like dancing, but like again, I'm drunk, so I'm not thinking of nothing. I'm just dancing, like just fucking it up or whatever. So he throwing the money or whatever. So next thing you know, I'm like, I don't know, like I was dancing, but then I like stopped and then I like moved and I'm like, hey, and I'm like recording her because between this time we are like recording and stuff like that. And like recording each other, like dancing and stuff like that. So I started recording her. I just moved from behind and started recording her. Why this nigga, mind you, I know it's drunk. I know it's drunk. I know we drunk and it's dark up in here. But this was very suspicious. It was weird. This man, I moved out the way. Like, I literally, like, I'm dancing on you and I slide out the way. You know somebody slide. And he like, hey, like, he getting closer. He's dancing with his cousin. She knew that wasn't me. For one, another one reason why I had moved from behind him is because I felt her cousin's other cousin. Like, I felt his thing. So I was like, I kind of moved out the way. Like, yeah, boy, no. So you knew this was your cousin because, bitch, when did I get a dick? And it got hard on your ass. Like, you knew this was not me behind you no more. She was throwing her ass on her cousin for like a cool minute. And I'm not recording this because I was like, this is weird. This is suspicious. So she throwing ass on him. So he throwing some money. She like, throw some fucking money. Throw some money. And she like turn around. She start kind of like trying to dance with me. Probably because she noticed I was just standing there staring like, you said y'all blood or play? Either way it go. What? Don't be calling people your family if you gonna be fucking them, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. So anyway, so I'm just like, what the fuck? This is kind of weird. So anyway, we like turned up. He threw like a cool amount of money. He only threw like $250 and we split it though. But it was still cool because it was like, dang, like, I don't know, just because he ended up passing out though on the couch and I was ready to fucking go. I was like, hey, do you think your cousin could take me home? And she was like, Symone, he is drunk. Like, he's passed out on the couch. And I'm like, I know. So he's not gonna get up. And she like, mind you, she like, I don't think so. Like, I don't know, like, you would want him to drive. So she was like, we could take his car if you want to. Like, we could just take it and then I could stay the night with you and then I'll just drive back over here in the morning. So I'm like, he gonna be okay with that? Like, cause wait, what? She's like, yeah, he should be okay with that. Like, he shouldn't have a problem with it or whatever like that. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's take the car. So we end up taking the car. Y'all, I was gonna say babe. Why the fuck was I finna say babe? It's because I be telling this man stories. We was gonna take the car and tell me why we over here trying to pull up on people, but nobody was answering ever. We took the car. We ended up going back to my house. We at my house, mind you. It's probably at this point probably like 3 in the morning. It's probably like 3 in the morning. We laying there. He ended up calling her. He blowing her phone up. He like, where the fuck you go? Like, da-da-da-da. So she like, oh, we left. Like, Symone was ready to go home. She wasn't feeling good. So we left. She was like, I'll bring your car back in the morning or whatever. Mind you, Rat didn't really know how to drive like that. So I'm the one who drove. So he was like, dang, like, come back. Like, y'all just come back. She could spend the night over here. I'm already at home. I'm not coming back. So he was like, y'all just come back. So she like, I'm gonna just come in the morning. Like, I'm gonna come in the morning. So he pressing her for her to come back. Like, pressing her. And I'm like, dang, if it wasn't cool, like, we didn't have to do that. Like, cause you know, I really don't want to go back. And you don't know how to drive like that. I'm like, so just wait. Like, tell him to just wait till the morning. So he was just like, nah, y'all, this was weird because she's like, yes, Symone don't want to come back. You know, like, I just rather drive in the daytime because I don't really even know how to drive like that. So I don't even want to drive at night. So he like, I'm gonna Uber you back. Like, I just want you to come back. So I was like, yeah, tell him I'm not coming back. Like, just tell him I'm going to sleep. Like, you know, the fuck. And she was just like, yeah, he probably wanted to throw some more money or whatever. And I was like, I don't think he got no more. Like, not like that. But I'm like, we can do this another night, but I'm in the house with it because he too drunk and I just came for dance. I just came to dance for y'all. That's like, I don't want it to, yeah, no. So he really, why this nigga call Uber for her to go back? Left his car at my house. Called an Uber for her to go back. She's like, I'm gonna just go. Like, I'm gonna just go. So I'm like, you can't tell your cousin no? She's like, I'm gonna just go. I'm like, what's the point? She was like, yeah, you could just bring the car in the morning or we'll just Uber or have somebody like bring it, like, we'll get the car in the morning. So he ended up calling an Uber and she left and went back up over there. Weird. So y'all, it's so many stories about these people. Oh, I didn't even give the cousin a name. We just gonna name him Jordan. That's not his name, nowhere near his name or nothing like that, but we just gonna name him Jordan. I already knew from front. I was like, oh, I'm gonna name this nigga Jordan, but I forgot to mention that. So only reason why I'm giving him a name because there's so many more story times. Yeah, I did think that was very weird, but I'm like, maybe because I don't know. You know, I thought it was weird, but I didn't think too much of it. But anyway, yeah, that was it. That's it for this story time. But I do have most definitely more story times about these people. But anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For real, like this video. Excuse me, because if y'all want me to be more consistent, y'all got to do one thing for me. And all I ask is for y'all to like this video, you know, like it. These likes don't be matching the views, so just take the time out your day to like it for me. And the more I see that y'all just really with me and like it, because that one time when I told y'all to like it, y'all had got like so many extra likes than I usually do. If the more I see that, the more I'm gonna be willing to be like, okay, let me be consistent more than, not I'm already consistent, but do more than what I'm already doing, because it's like y'all fuck with me, y'all fuck with y'all. But no, but for real though, it's like we you know, we go together, so it's like, yeah. But that's it for this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out.